And it seems that we're back live, guys. Welcome back, everybody, to the Payback is a Lich. This very thrilling undead soap opera with a party of self-serving liches who are trying to assemble the legendary artifact, the Rod of 7 Parts, and they are on a race against Vecna, the Lich God, and Kaz, the Lich's God Fling, and they are here as the multiverse's ultimate schemers to try and beat them to beat Vecna and Kaz to the punch. Is this mad dash through the plains to plots and poorly timed power struggles, I guess, based on the previous session. They're all looking for their revenge. There are no heroes here. This is a party of evil creatures. They only care about power, revenge, and some spite, I guess. Let's be honest, huh? Some spite, perhaps. Well, they've dubbed themselves the left-hand horrors because Vecna used to have back in the day. Vecna used to have a right hand, which was Kaz, and a left hand, which was Volkar. Volkar also apparently betrayed Vecna or disobeyed Vecna and was dubbed Volkar the Disobedient. And they had a spat. Long story short, Volkar now is trying to screw Vecna over, and he gathered a party of a bunch of bitter liches that yours truly here, who are also trying to stick to Vecna. And the last session, you even learned that the Volkar is a cleric of Nerul, a very powerful and a very primal god, almost as primal as Primus himself. One of the very first gods in the multiverse. Nerul is a god of is a god of darkness, is a god of dread. The keeper of the eternal silence some say is an overgod. And you guys seen a little bit of the power of Nerul through the intervention Volkar brought into the game, to the divine intervention. Unfortunately, Volkar says that there is always a price when he calls for Nerul's assistance. Let's hope that's a cheap price, right? After all, it is Black Friday. Next week, Black Friday. Black Friday's next week. Yes, it's right. Yeah. It's Black Friday week. All right. Okay, so let's meet our guest tonight. We have Midge, our gnomish, should I say gnomish circle of spores druid. She is a lich with a fungal aesthetic and a personal vendetta against Vecna for threatening to upset the delicate balance of decay of the multiverse. I mean, nature may be metal, but Midge is rust and rot personified. Midge, say hello to our audience. Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling tonight.
Oh, I'm getting my misty step on, if you know what I mean, from last week, and I was kind of bothered seeing no wait, that's as a player. That's I can't say that. Never mind. I'm okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, and we also have tonight Creek, whose player is actually tonight playing a little bit Cyril. Maybe if the party resurrects Creek, or maybe if Creek comes back, or we have a downtime of a week, you guys will see Creek playing Creek. Otherwise, Cyril, the clockwork lich who failed an essential ritual which led to the tragic loss of his beloved wife Esther. He's now driven by his rage, his thirst for revenge. He has literally an eternity of free time to plan his methods, and he is very methodical. He only really lose his tempers when the conversation's about seagulls. Yes.
Gum of the multiverse.
Yes, and Creek, tell us a little bit about how Zero is feeling tonight. Say hello to our audience.
Hi guys, Spirit King Creek here. My life may have ran out of time, but now I'm playing as Zero with all the time in the world. I'm just taking this patiently 1 second at a time. Unless you're a seagull, you're cool with me.
Very good, very good. And Zero will be back next week. The player Zero, and maybe even Creek will be back next week. Let's hope so. And last but not least, we have Drazov. Drazov once was Vecna's apprentice. He's a very chaotic and deeply eccentric Lich. Has a knack for experiments that more often than not go wrong. And has a memory that is so entangled that not even a wish spell was able to unentangle that. His mind sometimes has memory flashes of two different timelines. One in which he was Vecna's apprentice and helped Vecna to achieve his goals, and another one where Vecna got so annoyed by Drazov's insistence to put his hands on a very secretive tome Vecna wrote, with full of secrets, dark arcane secrets. Well, Vecna got so upset about that, so annoyed about that, he accidentally casted a wish spell and replaced Drazov in the entire timeline with Necrolumpa. I wonder if that is not the same reason why there are two timelines 10 minutes apart. I guess there's only one way to know. Finding Vecna and asking. He continues to have a burning desire to claim this book called the Book of Vile Darkness. And he's here to win and to at least wreak havoc try. And Drazov, what name are you going by tonight? And say hello to our audience. Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling tonight.
Hello, as always, Brazmilvrnis, the unflattering. As always. Yes. And I'm quite fond of this place. There are a great many of fascinating specimens to examine and explore. I'm only concerned that we may not have time to do proper research.
That is true. This is a very interesting place. And talking, great segue. Talking about the interesting place you guys are in. This cemetery of colossal warforges, this colossal constructs, giant robots that have been abandoned from a time and from a war, an ancient war in the past of Eberron. and
Eberron? Eberron? Are you sure it was Cybertron?
It could have been Cybertron. After a very brutal showdown with an archdevil named Raktokash by the shores of a small lake that ended up becoming a much wider lake after Volkar summoned a freaking comet to hit the place. This small lake in the Iron Mount cemetery, I guess we could say. The party really pressed onward through the graveyard after being expended and exhausted by defeating this very powerful foe, which by the way, congrats guys. That's like one of the top 5 indeed most difficult creatures in D&D stat blocks. And onward they went to the graveyard of colossal warforges from an ancient age. Guided by the rod's pieces, they've located the next piece of the rod in one particular iron giant that apparently had their prize inside. Victory seemed within their grasp. It seems that they were about to just get the next piece of the rod until they sent a scout into the entrance, Drazov's familiar, who was very soon disintegrated. And out of that little entrance came Necrolumpa and Mr. Sunfall, two very dangerous liches, two very dangerous figures from the party's past. One, if it wasn't for the wish spell, would probably still be in this party, demanding the rod of 7 parts fragments from the party. They say they wanted to compare with their own because they wanted to see if you guys had the same pieces, repeated pieces of the rod. That was a little bit of an unexpected twist, raising an alarming question for the party. Is there more than one copy of the rod of 7 parts? You guys thought there was only one. Well, with 2 Volcars already existing, you also start to wonder that if the fractured timelines have multiplied the artifacts and perhaps even yourselves. Yeah, it was a bit of a weird standoff that reached a breaking point. Exhausted and battered from the previous fight, the party prepared for the worst until Volcar dramatically invoked Neru's intervention. In a display of divine irony, I should say, Necrolumpa and Mr. Sunfall vanished without a trace. The party entered the iron war machine unopposed and started to explore the rusted halls and finally discovered a pulsating brain-like structure with their sought-after rod piece atop it. And now it seems that the next piece of the rod is in your gaze. It's you guys are almost there. The party was in their famous gaseous form windwalk shape, and they were taking that 1 minute to come back to their material forms, and that's where we left off the last time. But before I take you guys there, let's just remind the audience a little bit about the race to 7. There you go. Here's what is happening right now. There's a race to 7. We have Volcar, the left-hand horrors, with two already pieces of the rod. Volcar has the middle one. Drazov has the other one they found inside Sharon, and now there's one of the other 2 pieces of the rod here. Oh, let's hope it's not a repeated one. If there are 2 rods, maybe this one is one of the repeated pieces. Who knows? And there's Kaz, the right hand of Vecna, who already has 3 pieces of the rod, one that he stole right in front of the party, while they were still in the very same form, the gaseous windwalk form that they are right now. And let me bring you guys back to where you stand, and let me remind you how that room looks like. If you guys remember, you had entered this room where there were dripping pipes and rusty chains hanging from this 15-foot high ceiling of this chamber. Deep red light curses rhythmically through the pipes, which converge on a large object atop a circular dais. The object resembles an oversized brain made of iron-gray ceramic, and its surface is molded with countless grooves that form mesmerizing patterns. A crack along the ceramic's brain's frontal lobe leaks a thin gray liquid that pulls around the dais. Floating above the brain and scattering light across the room is a small, slender object. A piece of the rod of 7 parts. it seems that this place has been abandoned. And here are you, returning to your material form. Let me bring you there.
I was gonna say, if you had someone steal it from us while we were demystifying, I was gonna be so pissed.
All right, let me bring you.
Oh, where are we? Oh, we're all the way up in the corner.
You should have given that idea to me last week, Midge.
No.
All right. Let me throw a little bit of a curveball here. Everybody got back to the material form except Ronaldo. Ronaldo did not return to the material form. He remained in a wind form, and in that wind form, you sense, Midge, he just laughed. Maybe he was tempted by something. Volkar says, I knew it! Ronaldo is being influenced by that vestige. We must be very careful. When he returns, he might not be the same.
I don't know, Volkar. I heard you're never supposed to pass gas while in gas form. You just go along with the breeze.
All right, and with that, you get inspiration.
Does anyone else want it? I think I already have it.
I already have it.
You guys
we all have
are
it.
too inspiring. Okay, so you finally return to your gaseous form, and out of your gaseous form to your material form, and you've realized that this brain structure seems to still be alive. There is whatever is held is holding that piece of the rod above the brain is very powerful magic. You can already sense it.
Oh. So we can't just grab it.
It's
Okay.
not. It would be so easy, wouldn't it? Why can't they just make things that easy?
Why can't-
Drazel
I know.
is immediately going to try and determine what he can figure out about the brain
Cyril will join
as
him.
parade.
I will give you. Midge will come over and cast guidance on you.
All right. So first of all, now that you're no longer in your mist form, roll a perception check, everybody. Very good.
Nat 20.
Very good. Starting well,
31.
Midge. Starting well. Very
24
nice.
maybe will play.
Midge, the first thing you notice, and all the others start to notice as well, is that there are attached behind the walls. There are these sort of secret doors that seem to slide, and you can look in between the little slit as the doors are not completely closed, and you see that there are 4 defense sentinels standing behind each one of these walls.
Like back behind here.
More
Behind the
or
brain?
less like north, northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast
up
of this
here.
room. Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. All right.
And you think that there are defenses in this place.
right.
Now, Drazov, you roll
Midge.
an arcana for the brain, right? Let me just tell you what you see. Hold that thought, Midge. This is an engine. You realize it's made of gray matter, but it's a colossus mechanical system. It's part of the control system of this colossus. It seems to be a mind in its own merit, and you think it sensed you, and it might have sensed. If this is anything like the aberrations you used to study, then this if this is like an elder brain, for instance, this might have felt your presence since you entered this giant colossus. And you've noticed that there is this fluid that is dripping from it, that you saw right at the entrance, that little stream that you've passed by that had the magic items all distorted and weird. It's coming from this brain. It's dripping out, this animated fluid. And
Midge? Interesting. Midge would like to investigate and see if there is a way that she can administer poison into this fluid.
you can certainly try. How
Can
do
I
you
just investigate? That's what I'm asking.
You can definitely put poison in the fluid. That I could tell you, but it won't necessarily. If the intention is to poison the brain, the fluid is coming out of the brain, not going into.
Oh, okay.
And it's making a little stream that's going all the way down to the entrance of the cave where you came from.
Okay.
Is there a way that I can, like, communicate with the brain? Or try to make contact with it?
You know...
Psychically? I assume that would require some kind of a spell, which I don't think I have.
You know...
Never mind.
Cyril thinks that... Cyril, you think that as you're hearing Drazov thinking out loud, you think that the brain's already listening to you guys. It is capable of understanding you and probably is already listening. So... perhaps he already knows. And as you are, and I said again, Iron Mount. It's not Iron Mount. Sorry for the audience. The name of the place you guys are is Mount Iron Rot. I keep saying Iron Mount. Iron Rot. Mount Iron Rot. All right, let's keep going.
All right, so Drazov is going to move forward and place his hand not quite on the brain, but like just like with he's gonna keep like a little like inch or two air barrier, but he's gonna like place his hand at the brain as he says, you know, yes, I sense that we are of a kind. You are very curious, I am very curious, and I think we have a lot in common. I think we have much to share with each other. Yes.
As you approach the brain, you hear the sounds of those drones activating, both downstairs and behind the doors. You just hear a and the drones, and the first thing you see is one of the drones saying, "Defense sequence initiated."
Midge will immediately take on her symbiotic entity form using Wild Shape.
Very good.
So she now has her halo of spores around her, which is 10 foot. That 10-foot radius around her.
Drazov is gonna pull his hand back and say, you know, I feel like that is a bit of a harsh response. I'm trying to be friendly. I'm not good at being friendly, but you know, I like to try it from time to time. We can do things other ways, you know.
The fluid that is in the room starts to animate in response to what you just said, and the animated fluid starts to take a shape of a tall, lead humanoid, and let me put here. It looks almost like a water elemental. The fluid stands up. Let me put an image of the creature in the chat for you guys. The creature stands up, and you realize that this is indeed a manifestation of the mind you were talking about. It seems to be a water elemental, but it replies telepathically, and it has a distinctive voice. It says, You are dead already. What do you do here?
Quite the astute observation you have.
I mean, I have been dead already for quite a great many centuries. This is not better. I'm not sure quite what you're getting at.
You are newcomers. You're coming to this level. What do you want here?
Midge points at the assumed piece of the rod.
We mean you no harm. We are here to retrieve that item that's floating above your head. I mean, your brain.
That won't be possible.
Why?
That is under my possession.
Oh. How did you get it?
The same way as you did. I found it. The same way as the flaming undead found it. Just somewhere. But the place you found it was inside. Interesting. Inside a living being that had swallowed it. And I can't really read that old corpse's head. You bet your ass you won't be able to read my mind.
What do you need it for?
It helps to keep my systems operational. Removing it would damage my abilities to continue existing and collecting data by peering into the thoughts and memories of living beings.
You mean the living beings that come over here? Because I don't think what you're in has been mobile for a while.
Yes, but I already know a great deal. I am looking for knowledge of clandestine variety. I would be interested to learn some of those secrets you hide so well deep inside your mind.
I have a great many dark secrets, I would be welcomed. I would be interested to share in exchange for that little trinket of yours.
Would you consider a trade?
It depends. It depends. The way I learn secrets is sort of a osmosis process. The process is harmless and only takes a moment. Though it does require some physical contact with them, with your hand, as well as I would have to have your willingness to give me one of your darkest secrets. I
agree.
Cyril's hesitant.
I have something pretty dark that I will give you in exchange for that.
I'm not sharing shit.
It's a book.
Only my wife touches my head. But as Cyril hesitates...
This construct is not touching my head.
Oh, I'm not gonna let her touch my head.
It just said
Oh,
it
wait,
requires
wait.
it to touch your head.
Was that head or hand? I thought it was
Head.
hand.
Head.
Oh, okay.
It says it needs to briefly touch your head. I'm not falling for it. If you
All right,
guys...
without any hesitation, Drazov just plunges his head straight into the brain.
And as you do so, all of you hear this deep slooshing sound. And Drazov, you experience a sensation as if you are underwater. There is this tentacle that comes and wraps around your body. And by the time you guys realize the tentacle already has left this goo on top of Drazov as it releases him back on the place. But Drazov, can you tell us what was the secret you revealed?
That's a very good question. Yeah, alright, so, the secret that he revealed is the secret of his, very first paramour. When he was young and still mortal, he fell in love with a girl, and she was wowed by his magical talents, and he brought her back to his nascent laboratory, whereupon she was horrified to find out the way in which he conducted his arts, and yeah, the experience kind of shattered him, and like emotionally, and as a result, he she didn't so much survive the experience. She ended up being more materials for his experiments. He's got a very dark past. He's not a pleasant person in general.
All right. Now, I have to ask you to roll a DC 20 Constitution saving throw. As some of that gray matter fluid is all over your body. Very good.
21.
Very good. For a very long time, you hadn't felt a headache, but you do now. Feel a little bit of a headache. And you've noticed that Landro is slightly satisfied about what you said, but it's too personal. And he turns to you and says, "That's not really the type of secret that is useful to me. I'm looking for something clandestine. Something that will make me much smarter. Much more knowledgeable."
Am I to assume then that a book, because by osmosis, that it would not be able to consume information from a book? Is that what I'm guessing?
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Okay. Damn it. I had something that would be really fun. Okay.
Cyril's gonna do a wisecrack and says, "I bet you didn't know a broken clock is right twice a day." How's that?
That is just obvious, and it's neither here nor there. What is your point?
Clandestine, something that makes you smarter. Well then, isn't that intrinsical then? One person may think that information is clandestine to them. You need to be more specific. Elaborate. What is your preference that'll make you feel like that'll make you smarter?
Powerful secrets, knowledge you don't want anyone else to have.
So you mean information on us, having power over us?
No, having power over the arcane.
And Cyril will think for a minute as that has been said.
Well, I'm just putting out there. This elemental is not touching my head.
Yeah, I don't think I could let the elemental touch mine. I'd feel dirty. I need to stay a loyal lich to the one I love.
Alright.
There are two words that don't go in the same sentence.
I will go again. And Drezol just plunges his head back in there.
Alright. And the second time you try to do that, there's a shimmering
You've still got
barrier.
the voice mod.
Second time you try to do that, Razov, there's a shimmering barrier of force that kind of doesn't allow you to touch the brain again. And the creature says to you, "You shouldn't have touched that in the first time. Now you woke up the defenses. And while I'm enjoying the fact that you are willing to share things with me, it won't take long until the defenses come to this room.
Oh no.
I don't really control them."
Yeah, Mitch doesn't have any, like, world-shattering information to share, so, like, I don't... She's just kind of standing there looking around, like, I don't know.
Oh. Well, as they say, when life gives you liches, just embrace the sweet release of undeath. Let's get ready, liches. It seems this is going to be a party.
Drezol is... Sorry, go ahead.
No, Midge has already got her symbiotic form up, so she's been ready for a battle for a while now. So
Cyril stretches all the legs of his scorpion armor. Alright, let's do this.
Drezol says, "I think it is time for a little snatching and grabbing." And he casts Mage Hand and sends his mage hand up to grab the try and grab the rod.
And he hits an invisible barrier as well.
Ah, okay. I figured that, but it was worth a try.
Midge will cast Shillelagh on her staff.
Where are you traveling from here?
From all multiverse.
Are you going several places?
We will be. Why do you want to come with us?
We've been to a few.
I would like that, actually. I could transfer this angel's consciousness to an ID crystal and and you could just carry this elemental gem with you, and I would learn about the multiverse.
That actually doesn't sound like that bad of a...
Yes, this seems quite agreeable to me.
Out of character, guys. You think it's gonna be like the fairy from Legend of Zelda? Hey!
Yeah. I mean,
even if it is, that seems like a pretty good deal for us.
yeah. Like,
As you are saying that, you all notice you start float in the air if there is no more gravity inside this place.
oh,
Ooh, cool.
There goes the gravity. The shutdown sequence is initiated now. You have about 1 minute left before the defenses arrive. Once they do, if you defeat them, this entire place will self-destruct. You don't have a lot of time.
Midge reaches into her pouch and pulls out a black sapphire.
Could you transfer it into this?
No, I have my own gem. But you're gonna have to go get it.
Where is it?
So you're gonna have to go down this shaft. Go all the way down to the feet. And it's on the left feet. It's an emerald. It's very pretty. It's on top of this. It's on top of this.
You said the place won't self-destruct until all the defense is defeated, correct?
Yes. But they will attack you.
We can dodge the attacks and leave one of them alive, right? Technically.
Yeah.
Out of character, how many, like, how far down is the, how far down is the feet from where we are now?
Well, you are in the head, so it's on the other
Right,
extreme.
but, like, in physical distance.
In physical distance.
All right.
500 feet.
Oh.
Midge says,
I can go get it.
So then, game plan here, out of character. Does that mean you're gonna turn gaseous? Grab
just her. Just her. I'm not going to turn all of us. It's just her.
That's
She
what I
can-
mean.
But
Yeah.
but to turn back, you need to like it's like what 1 minute to
Well,
turn back.
Here's my game plan. I'm thinking, since we have a minute until the defense opens, what if Midge turns gas, this and that? One person stays here. Two of us deal with most of the defense and just leave one of them alive. And then Midge brings the emerald back to whoever's up here, transfers the ID, and then we can get out.
Right.
Yeah.
I just don't know how strong the defense is.
Counterpoint. I have Tierzen's ooze. I can turn amorphous, which means basically I can make myself effectively an ooze, and I can just kind of slurp my way down, and that lasts for a full minute. I can just slurp my way straight back down to the feet.
Well, what's the speed? Because we have to go 500 feet down to the feet, and then 500 feet back up to the head.
Well, it doesn't change my move speed, so it's 30 feet per turn, but also if I'm just dropping, like, floor to floor, then I'm thinking that it's not exactly gonna take a whole lot of time. And I've got a whole minute on like, that amorphous state.
10 rounds. Yeah. All I know is the movement. Yeah, I'll let you guys forget the movement, because I'll probably be on defense. Or taking out the, holding off the defending.
So I can only cast Wind Walk one more time. So I won't be able to get back up. That's the problem.
We should probably ask first how long it takes for them to get into the crystal. Is it gonna be like a turn? Is it gonna be like a whole minute?
Yeah. I mean, I can wild shape as many times as I want. So, like, I can wild shape to...
The only unknown factor is that we can take as much time as we like, if only we know what kind of defense there is. Like, we just don't have to kill all of the defense, but who knows how strong the defense is. That's what I'm worried about now.
Yeah. Well, okay, then Midge will go,
How long will the transfer sequence take once we get the gem?
It should be quite simple. About, I would say, from a few seconds to a minute maximum.
So either way, even if we get that, this is out of character. Even if we get that, it looks like we're gonna have to hold off defense then for enough time.
yeah.
All right, and again, out of character. I think Midge has is our best chance at getting that and getting it back in time.
I will only be willing to help you and to go with you if you show me the multiverse and share a secret with me.
There is always
a catch.
Yeah.
I don't trust him.
I think, yeah. He still wants a secret, guys. I don't think we're getting out of this without a fight.
Well, even if we do fight, remember, we still have the self-destruct sequence then if we decide to go guns blazing.
Well, doesn't Vokar have,
I don't mind taking another creature with us if it's inside an iron flask.
I mean, I've got a great many secrets I would be willing to share. I just, it doesn't seem to like my secrets.
Yeah, that's
anymore.
The thing. He still wants a secret. So even if we took, and none of us are willing to give away a secret.
My conscience can only be transferred to that emerald that is on the left foot.
I'm gonna say this, guys, out of character. We're with a water elemental in an enclosed space, so I don't know how much of a disadvantage that puts us at.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like an ideal situation. I guess we have to decide how much we trust this magic brain.
Honestly,
versus. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm willing to give a secret as long as it doesn't touch my head. I don't want that thing touching me at all.
So,
Yeah, I don't.
Cyril asking character, so we put you in the crystal and give you a secret, but you don't get to touch any of our heads.
if I don't touch your head, I can't learn the secret.
But Drazolf spoke it out loud. What did you even learn then if Drazolf stuck his head in there?
I need to touch your mind to truly learn the secret.
No, he was just sharing with us the secret.
Okay.
It got the
Sorry.
it got the secret when he shoved his head into the brain matter. The brain matter.
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see how we're going to accomplish this without letting it touch our heads.
Yeah, alright, we tried it the bureaucrat way. The Creek way, and now let's try it the Lich way. Let's kick some butt.
All right.
Drazolf,
We're gonna
you
fight
down
our
for
way out of
fighting?
this.
I mean, I don't see how we're gonna, if we're not willing to give away a secret.
Well,
I don't see how we're going to do this.
the thing is, I'm thinking they're gonna learn how to get rid of our phylacteries. That's what I'm thinking when I hear of secret.
Yeah, no,
That's
that's literally the only thing that I can think of.
I have a couple
So-
things
Yeah,
I can think of.
That is the one secret that Drazolf is not willing to divulge.
I know Cyril has a couple, but I just think the phylactery is probably gonna be the first pick.
Yeah, I don't see how we're going to be able to do this.
Okay, so we'll have to deal with this in the defense then, in an enclosed
Yep.
area, which means a lot of spells I'm gonna be able to use is not.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of spells either, but
The
uh,
drawbacks
no,
of being a lich.
Look at this for fireball. Look at this for fireball.
Oh, yikes.
I'm basically going through.
Defense sequence initiated.
all right, change the music. Let's go.
Can I threaten it actually? If you
Are we-
value,
guys?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
Music.
Because here's the thing, it's already in my Halo of Spores. So if we're going to start this, then Midge is going to activate her Halo of Spores to damage this.
You might as well saying you are a curious creature, but curiosity killed the cat, and so your life is forfeit. Give us that crystal now.
All right, so it looks like this thing up here and this thing here, Midge is going to automatically just do her Halo of Spores damage.
Give it tokens. Roll initiative, guys.
I love it when you stay in the voice mods. It's my favorite.
Natural 20.
19.
Very good.
One second. Initiative. There we go. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the first one. 12.
12. All right.
I gotta use the restroom. Does Midge or Drazolf want to switch with me, since I know I'm gonna be first?
Well, I was going to ask if Midge, as a reaction to that, can go ahead and drop her Halo of Spores, but that's
as a
up to
reaction
you.
to drop the Halo of Spores, yes, that's fine. You were
it'll
setting this up. That was a long time coming. You've noticed that there were constructs coming.
Yeah, so we've got this one here, and the water. It needs to do for me, please. Constitution saves. Con 19 saves, both of them.
I'll be right back. Midge, do you want to switch with me as well?
Well, this is my reaction. So,
No,
I'll go ahead. Yeah,
Alright,
that's
I'll be
fine.
back.
I'll switch with you. So, the one up in the corner, in the top
Okay.
right, and then the water, con 19 saves.
Con 19.
Yep.
And the water.
And the water, because the water's in it too. Yeah, both of them are in it.
Let me. That reminds me. Let me add him to the initiative. All right. The water pass, the other one failed.
Okay. So double damage dice. All right. So the one that failed takes this twice. All right. It just takes 4 damage then as a reaction.
4 points of damage. All right.
Yeah. It's nothing, but it's there.
Okay. Very good.
And they'll take it when they move into that, or when they start their turn, they'll take the 2d10 automatically. All right.
Okay. And Midge, you're taking Cyril's turn?
No, he's already back, so let's go ahead and let
all right.
Cyril go.
I'm unprepared. How about you take it anyways?
Okay,
One sec.
that's fine. Then Midge will go ahead and come up here to base this one here. Did this other one? Wait, was that other one in it? No, just the top
Yeah.
one. Okay. All right. So Midge will come up here to base this one, and she will, with her staff. No, she'll do poisonous touch. So she'll make a melee spell attack. So this is her Lich. So that's a 32. This is her Lich.
Midge, as you approach, you find a shimmering wall of energy, a force field around this creature.
Around this one.
Yes, and you've realized
Okay.
you can't really touch it.
Okay. So will it get an opportunity attack then if I move back away after that realization?
Possibly. I guess there's only one way to know.
All right, then Midge will come back around the corner then to the water one.
All right.
And can I use the same roll
And
since that would have happened before?
and you will take an opportunity attack.
Okay.
He releases through the ground lightning, and all the ground here has this metal grid, and it electrocutes.
Okay.
And the lightning just erupts from its feet and charges towards you. And you must succeed on a Dex 17 saving throw, you and Drazov,
Okay.
to avoid 21 points of lightning damage and not being able to
Alright.
take reaction until the end of this creature's next turn.
Well, I'm glad I already used my reaction. I'll use my
Let me
my
use
inspiration to reroll that.
All right.
Yeah. Ditto.
Nope, not any better.
Oh
All right,
wow.
we're
Yeah,
we're
still not good
resistant,
enough.
so we take 11. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You both take 11 points of lightning damage, and you can't take reactions until this creature's next turn,
Okay.
which
Alright.
is coming next. So.
Okay.
Oh no, that's
then-
that's the tree. That's the one who rolled. No, he's the last one. So he's at
Just-
the end of
oh,
the round.
the bottom one is? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Just
Well,
to
I'm
be
glad I
clear-
used my.
Midge, did you notify the rest of the group about that energy shield around that other critter?
Not yet. Because we
Alright.
were resolving his reaction first. So,
Right, gotcha.
So on our way over, Midge would say,
These metal guys have an energy field, and holy crap, that shocked me.
and she'll jump over. And here's my question: because that would have resolved before, I rolled. Do I need to roll that spell attack again since I'm doing it on the water thing?
No need. Go ahead.
Okay,
And...
so then that's a 32 on the water thing.
Okay.
And this is my poisonous touch. It needs to do another con 19 save.
All right. Poisonous touch.
Yes, this is the Lich, the Arch Lich thing, the Lichen Lich.
Okay.
Ability.
Okay, and it will give poison damage. Correct.
Which will go through resistance. So they'll take the full damage if it's resistance.
All right, if it's resistance. Okay.
Yes.
Midge, your attack hit this water elemental, and you do everything right, but the creature seems unfazed by it.
All right. So Midge will assume then that her poisons are not going to work on this thing. That's
Most
a safe
likely,
assumption.
that's a safe assumption.
All right.
It is a water elemental.
I know, but I have to try anyway. I don't. You said that you didn't say it was specifically a water elemental. You just said that this was
it looks
a
like a water
manifestation.
elemental. Yes.
Yes, and that's why I needed to try.
Of course.
Because you just said it was a manifestation of its psyche, so I wasn't sure. So I needed to give it a try. All right.
Well, now that you touch it, you know it's some sort of water elemental. And now that you touch it, you also need to give me a DC 20 con saving throw.
A con saving throw. Okay. That is a 20.
Very good. You've passed. Okay. Midge, what else would you like to do?
She will call out to the rest of the party.
This thing it's kind of like a water elemental, so use that knowledge wisely.
And that'll complete her turn.
Very good. And from the bottom floor flies up here a construct and lands on the grid. And the creature looks around, notices all of you, and immediately releases a blade out of its arm, and it starts to attack you guys. And but before it does that, it releases a little tiny snare trap. It's a tiny mechanical trap. It releases on the ground near Drazov. And Drazov, you gotta do a DC 16 dex saving throw to avoid 21 points of piercing damage and the prone condition.
Alright. That does not pass. That's not even close to pass.
So,
okay.
You take 21 points of piercing damage, which it's not magical, so it does nothing to you. But it does drop you prone. And you're prone on the ground, so now the attacks of this creature is gonna have the advantage against you. And here comes 3 attacks with its arm blades. And that's a 23, a 26, and a 21.
Wait, does the thing that made us not get reactions still apply?
Yes.
Okay, so I can't use shield as a reaction.
No.
Sorry. What were those numbers again?
With the arm blade, it's a 23, 26, and 21. With the arm blade, it starts to slash you on the ground.
Yeah, they're all gonna pass by a wide margin.
And the creature says,
"You will be defeated. You will be exterminated, erased, delete."
And
I do not like you. You are very unpleasant.
So, what you will like to know, Drazov, is that the attacks of this creature with its blade are non-magical.
Oh, that is good news.
And as it's attacking you, it's doing no damage. Cyril, what would you like to do?
Hold on just a moment, Legend. I want to check my Halo of Spores. Just a moment.
Okay.
That's reaction. Okay. So spreading spores. Whenever a creature moves into the cube or starts its turn there, the creature takes your Halo of Spores damage. Unless the creature succeeds. Okay. Interesting.
Cyril, once we're all set, Cyril would like to deduce two things, or Arcana/investigate.
You can move on.
Okay.
There's an interesting discrepancy that I'll ask you about. So for my Halo of Spores, it says I use a reaction when an enemy is within within the Halo of Spores.
Okay.
But then for spreading spores, it says whenever a creature moves into the cube or starts its turn there, that creature takes your Halo of Spores damage.
Yes.
Unless the creature... So, if I throw the spores, I don't have to use a reaction. Is that the way I'm interpreting this? It'll just automatically have to do the con save to take the damage. If you look on my page under spreading spores...
Yeah. So... Yeah, I agree. It takes you just have two ways now of giving the damage. The spreading spores is an enhancement to the Halo of Spores ability.
Okay. So right now it's only a reaction, but if I separate it from myself, then anytime someone enters it, it'll be
exactly.
effective. Okay.
Yes,
cool.
but we'll cost you a bonus action to do that. But yeah.
I got it. Yeah, but still, that's it seems a much better situation than just keeping it around me.
Yeah.
All right.
Of
Cool.
course.
All right, we can move on.
All right, Cyril, what would you like to do?
So, even with my passive investigation, Cyril wants to deduce, like, these guys have a shimmering force, right?
Yes.
From what Midge said?
Yes.
And that this brain also has a shimmering force.
Yes.
Would Cyril be able to Arcana/investigate if this is like a spell like Force Gauge or Invulnerability to, like, figure out what magic? I can assume this crystal's protecting it, but, like, what kind of nature this protective field is.
Roll an Arcana.
26.
Nice.
Very good. Very good. Given the how it looks, and you've been finding quite interesting how fast it came to be as a defense mechanism. You think, Cyril, this is a prismatic wall around the brain.
Prismatic wall?
Prismatic wall.
But what didn't what's it called? Drazov touched it and it prevented him from moving forward?
It did.
How come it didn't suffer the other effects? Because that barrier isn't the first layer of the wall. That would be like
Then maybe there's more.
Maybe it didn't consider us as enemies at first. And allowed it. Okay. Only prismatic wall activates if we're not allowed to go through it. And is it one thing to deduce that this brain is protecting the others, or
It's more the other way around. The others are attacking you guys because you were a threat to the brain.
No, what I mean is because this brain is giving these guys a shield. Like, these guys have a shield as well. They don't have their own prismatic wall.
They don't have a prismatic wall. You think what they have is more like a wall of force.
Okay. That's interesting. And I'll relay that over to the other liches. I'm going like...
It's like a dome. They have like a dome on top of them. And their feet are still touching the metal on the ground, but they have like a little wall of force dome on top of them.
Okay.
Oh wait, you said we're floating, so we wouldn't have taken that lightning damage.
That is true. You were floating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then take your lightning damage back.
Which was
11.
11.
I
Okay.
added back. All right. Thanks for reminding me, Midge. You get inspiration because of that.
What Cyril will do though is, okay, if it's like a prismatic wall, he'll relay that. He says, "Do you guys remember how to dismantle a prismatic wall?" As I speak to Vokar, Drazolf, and Midge.
Throw a barbarian through it.
If only.
Well, there are many layers, and each one has its thing. It's very annoying. It's like you gotta like do this and do that to pass the red and the orange and the yellow. It's really annoying. It's one of the most annoying spells.
Well, what if we just destroy a couple layers? Like, we don't have to get rid of all the layers. Poison doesn't matter to us, nor does lightning or even cold.
You see, that's where we miss Ronaldo. The first layer is fire damage.
Oh! If it's fire, then what Cyril will do is he's gonna cast Chromatic Orb at 6th level and deal cold damage to it.
Very good.
Let's see. Hopefully it lets me roll this. Does a 20 hit.
It does.
And I deal 40 cold damage.
And shatters that first layer of the wall, and you guys just hear that sound of a shattering glass.
Well, we don't have to worry about fire. Does Cyril remember what the second layer is? Since he's a wizard?
Yeah, that would be the acid damage layer, the orange.
Right, like, would Cyril be able to recall what to do on how to dismantle the acid layer? I'm trying to think of it.
Roll an Arcana.
23.
If you think you gotta destroy with strong wind.
And then I'll say to the others, does anyone have any wind? We need some strong wind, and I don't mean passing gas. Once we get through that layer, I think we can handle the rest.
As Midge just lets out the biggest fart.
I said strong. I said strong as in like, I say to Midge, no, not strong smelling, like strong in force.
Let's
Cyril
see.
coughed
I
a
mean,
little
I have Druid Craft, but that's just a puff.
Well, that was my action, and as I guess my
Yeah.
bonus action, I'll Misty Step away from those guys. Like
Okay.
10 feet right or 8 feet right over to here.
A misty step for 8 feet.
I don't know where else I can Misty Step in here.
Yeah, it's
I'll
small
I'll end
place.
I'll end my turn as I tell him about that. Like, we need strong wind.
I feel like I need to put something for the prismatic wall there so you guys know what it is so you don't touch it. Okay, give me a second. All right.
Whoa.
There you go.
That's kind of cool.
Just a little disco ball.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a dome prismatic wall on top of that, and Cyril, you are almost touching it. All right. So with that, it's now the turn of one of those nice runic shield guardians that will come towards Cyril. And step in front of you and says, "To destroy you, to destroy you." And Cyril, you are about 5 feet above the ground. All of you are not about 5 feet, I would say about 2 feet above the ground, with the zero gravity. And the creature will attack you with a concussion projectile, and it releases this. That's a yeah. It releases a concussion projectile that just flies out of the back of the barrier. There's a little passage there, and it just like a magic missile, just flies out and then comes towards you. And you gotta do a DC 17 Constitution saving throw. On a fail, you take 24 points of thunder damage, and you are stunned until the end of this creature's next turn.
What was my roll again? Sorry.
DC 17 con saving throw.
Got it.
And by the way, it's you and Volkar because the explosion.
Use my inspiration.
All right.
Oof.
Can I what's it called?
Turn back the clock.
Can I use Chronal Shift as a reaction to reroll that?
Oh wow.
No! Oh, that was Vokar.
Volkar failed as well.
I'm gonna use my reaction Chronal Shift to reroll that.
Okay.
Let's hope I don't get another 6. Oh, thank God.
Hey! There you go.
Very good. And yeah, Volkar is stunned.
Midge will I'll give my inspiration to let Vokar roll.
All right.
There we go.
Oh, bitch! You inspiring me to shake my ass. And
Shake what your mama gave you, Volkar!
and he's not stunned, and you guys take both of you take 12 points of thunder damage.
Alright.
Thunder.
Lightning.
Thunder.
Yes. And
If only we could use copyrighted music.
and here comes another one, and is going to do the very same. Is going to stand behind this one and release the same attack with a projectile. Oh, and I should mention, because it's zero gravity, Volkar is going to be pushed 10 feet this way, and Cyril, you are pushed against the prismatic wall, which forces you to do a con saving throw, DC 17. Cyril, you there?
Sorry, I zoned out. I was thinking, I was pretending to be Creek. I forget I'm singer roll. What was the save again?
Con 17 saving throw to avoid 41 points of acid damage.
Oh boy. Not today, next
Nat-
one.
Very good. You get inspiration out of that. And as you hit, and you take 21 points of acid damage. Very good. And you don't pass through it. You get stuck in there. You stay there, gonna take the damage again. Alright. That was the end. Oh, and now this creature is going to blow up Midge and Drazov, I guess. Midge and Drazov, roll a DC 17 con saving throw as a missile flies in between the two of you and blow the two of you up right there in the zero gravity thing.
Yep, I don't have anything.
Oh, yikes. That is a nat 1.
So the two of you take 21 points of thunder damage, and Drazov, you fly over here. Well, both of you.
You said 21? Sorry.
Yeah, 21.
Okay.
Midge, you fly against the wall. Let me put you 10 feet up. And Drazov, 10 feet up. You fly. Well, you can fly
into the water elemental.
Yes, and the wall, and Cyril as well, 10 feet up, and Volker as well.
So I'm also now into the prismatic wall, right?
Yes.
So am I also taking acid damage?
Yes. You gotta do a con 17 saving throw, and a con. Oh boy, and a con 14 saving throw. Let's start with the con 17.
The con 17 was the one that I already did, right?
No, it's a different one. It's for the prismatic wall now.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
So yeah, that one you pass.
21.
Take 21 points of acid damage.
Okay, I have resistance to acid, so I take
11. Yeah.
That's all right.
And
11.
And now you roll a con 14 saving throw.
And I passed that too.
Very good. And nothing happens passing this test. Alright. And after that explosion, it's now the turn of this shield guardian over here, who is going to jump over the other one. And they must have some sort of magnetic feet, because they can control when they jump as if it was like a moon jump. And then they just activate something and they are sucked back into onto the ground, as you guys see. So this is going to release another. Actually, now that you are against the wall, Midge, roll a dex 17 saving throw as this creature will attempt to electrocute you. And
Nope.
Midge, you take 21 points of lightning damage, but you have resistance, so you only take 11.
Okay.
And you can't take reactions until the end of this creature's next turn. But you failed the previous one, so you are also stunned. Now, as a reminder, stun conditions are rewritten in my games because they are not fun at all for the players, so that they are still punishing, but the players can do something in their turn. The target's speed is 0, and they cannot. They can only speak falteringly. On your turn, guys, you can take either an action or a bonus action, or both. You cannot take your reactions, nothing changes. You automatically fail strength and dex base saves and checks. Regardless of your ability, you can only make one attack on your turn, and all attacks you make have disadvantage. On attacks someone makes against you have advantage. All right, and fun times. And it's now the turn of the water creature, and he says to the two of you, they're near it. If you don't give me your secrets, I will take it myself. And as it says that, you just see this slit, this slit of most tentacle looking like slit of gray matter liquid that the creature, like a ribbon like tentacle, I would say, that's like gray matter fluid that comes towards you, and the creature will attempt to steal a secret from your mind with an attack. So it comes. That's a 21 to hit Midge, and a nat 20 on Drazov.
Good lord.
Which use the inspiration?
So
do I get like an opposed thing on that, or is that just
an opposed what?
No, I mean, like, is that an opposed roll? Like, do I get to roll something against that, or does that just pass?
If it hits you, it will attempt to steal one of your secrets.
Okay, so it's based on like AC.
No. First it needs to hit you. Then you need to roll a saving throw.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Is
right.
Like what am I rolling for the saving throw?
So for the saving throw, you're now gonna roll a. What is it? A DC 17 Wisdom save.
Ah, nuts. Couldn't have been intelligence. Oh, hey!
Oh, there you go. Not taking that from your mind. And the creature tells you, your mind is so entangled, I can't find anything in it.
Yeah, they would tell you anything you like. But, you know, you need to ask nicely. I'm not giving it up for free.
And Drazov, that's what you intend to say, but what the people around you hear is, I will back.
Yeah, his mind must be really messed up. Zero sense.
And Midge, roll a wisdom save for us.
Okay.
17.
Nat 20.
Very good. You get inspiration,
You're not
Midge.
getting anything from me!
And all you guys hear as Midge says this is,
She sounds like a Muppet.
all right, and with that, all right. All right, it will attempt to grapple the both of you, and both of you gotta do a. No, it grapples you. You failed. It's a strength check, and you automatically fail that.
Okay.
So the two of you are grappled by this elemental, and it's starting its turn there.
Fantastic.
Starting its turn there, this elemental will every turn automatically attempt to steal your secrets. So you gotta do that wisdom save to protect your secrets. Alright. And with that, Drazov, what would you like to do?
So Drazov is grappled. But
He's
I think he
grappled
might have,
and stunned 10 feet up in the air. And touching the orange layer of the prismatic wall.
Right. Okay, so what Drazov would like to do is, with what little functioning brain he's got left, what little functioning, like, parts of his face he's got left, he would like to say, I think it is time for me to get a bit more fluid. And with that, he is going to dissolve. As per the amorphous action of his Kirzan's ooze. Kirzan's ooze. And he's just gonna slurp his way straight out of being grappled and being against this prismatic wall thing, and just kind of move his way right to somewhere else.
Okay.
Not a whole lot of right options.
Your movement speed is 0. Because you're still stunned.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, then he's just gonna go straight to the ground, then. And I guess maybe through the ground, because the ground here is porous.
Okay, but how are you getting the leverage to move in a 0 gravity space? Are you pushing against the prismatic wall?
Oh, right. 0 gravity. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with pushing against the prismatic wall. If
All
that's
right.
an option. I'll take half damage
you're gonna have to
on
roll that con save anyway, so might as well make some use out of it. Roll that con save 17. To avoid 29 points of acid damage. Alright, you take 29 points of acid damage, but you have resistance, so it becomes 15.
And I take half, so that's what now?
15. That's what you took.
15, alright, yeah.
And okay, so you escape the grapple by becoming an ooze, or an ooze-like thing, but you're still stunned. Your speed's still 0.
Yeah. It's not an ideal situation, and that is
It means I agree. Yeah.
Okay, so that was my action. And as a bonus action, I'm going to Misty Step to somewhere that will hopefully be more... Let's go with here. Yeah, let's Misty Step to there. That's not much better, but at least it's away from this water monster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just one problem.
That's my turn.
To turn into the ooze, you have to use an action, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So.
Oh, can I not do both an action and a bonus action with? Okay, gotcha.
Because you're still stunned.
Right.
That's how you kill a lich. You stun.
Okay, well then, fine. I guess I'm just there in a kind of a pedalish situation.
But yeah, at least you're no longer grappled. But yeah, until they start of that creature's next turn, you are still stunned. And here comes another bot to join the party. And he enters the room, he sees Volcar, and he's going to immediately turn to Volcar and start attacking it. And he's gonna pull a spiked glaive and attack Volcar twice. But first he's going to release a bolt. And that's a 16 to hit Volcar, which does not hit. And he released another bolt. Now that's a 22. And the bolt pierces through Volcar. It is magical, so it gives 20 points of piercing damage to Volcar. And then comes 2 spiked glaive attacks. 22 and 22 for another 23 points of magical piercing damage to Volcar. Oh no, it's not magical. Oh great, alright. The glaive's not magical. Alright, and with that, that's the end of this creature's turn. Here comes another one joining the room. And this one is going to release a bolt launcher on Volcar for 26 and 8 points of piercing damage that don't register because Volcar is immune. Next one, Crunch, comes all the way up here, does the same thing, but it will attack Cyril. Bolt launcher on you, Cyril. Dirty 20 and a nat 20. Both arrows.
I will use. I'll use my inspiration to re-roll that nat 20.
No need. These bolts pierce through Cyril, but no damage is registered.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so these aren't magical. Got it.
They are not magical.
Right.
Like that. The good things about being a Lich.
Yeah. We keep going back and forth on this is a good thing. Nope, that's gonna work. This is the good thing.
And here comes another one, and he's going to shoot Midge twice, and both will hit, and Midge, but none will hurt. And with that is Volcar's turn, and he says, "I gotta tell you, this is getting a bit too crowded for my taste." And he is going to cast Spirit Shroud.
Oh, nice.
And he's going to cast as necrotic damage. Alright. So that you guys see this avatars of death flying around Volcar as the spirit of death itself just starts to fly around him and protect him from these creatures. And with that, yeah.
7th level Spirit Shroud is only doing 11 damage?
Yeah, there's something wrong here. What is happening? Yep, there's something broken here in D&D Beyond. That's why. Oh no, it is correct. The damage increased by 1d8 for every 2 levels above the 4th. So yeah, it is 3d8. That is correct. Alright, so with that, 11 points of necrotic damage as a bonus action. I gotta put concentration of Okar. Alright, and let me add a little zone of death here around him. And all these creatures around here, except the ones that are inside the shields, will take 11 points of necrotic damage. And that was Volkar's bonus action. As an action, he will attack one of these creatures with Vampiric Touch, which will hit. For 12 points of necrotic damage to heal Volkar a little bit. Alright, and he attacks the big one. And with that, it's now the turn of that last guy. And you guys recover your reactions, Midge and Drazov, assuming you can get rid of your stun conditions in the next round. And this guy is gonna shoot you both with a concussion projectile. And
Which one?
a concussion projectile is
No, you said I gained my reaction back. Is that what you said?
you gain a reaction back, assuming you get rid of the stun during the next round.
Okay, got it. Okay,
All right, so
continue then.
yeah, and this one is going to force you both of you to roll a con 17 saving throw as he shoots at the both of you.
Result does not pass.
So Drazov, you continue stunned until the end of these creatures' next turn, and you take 13 points of thunder damage. And Midge, you've passed, so you only take 7 points of thunder damage. And that's the end of that creature's turn. And we're back at the top of the initiative. But before we start the next round, I think, guys, it's time to play... Who's that demon lord?
I always second guess myself.
Alright. Who's that demon lord? As we take a quick 10-minute break. And we'll be back after the interval, everybody.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Alright.
I'm back.
Very good.
Yep.
Very good. So have you guys figured out which demon lord this is?
Of course, that's the one that was misrepresented in a popular TV show.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Cthulhu! I'm kidding, I know.
It's the Demogorgon! Alright. And on that, let me bring you guys back to the action. Oh, wow.
Excuse me. Got the hiccups.
That's cute. Midge with hiccups, with the... Alright. Zero. Roll a con save for us.
You got it. 16.
And that's not a pass. And you take 36 points of acid damage.
Ooh. Okay. I got a plan, guys. For wind. As a free action, I'm gonna take out the Wand of Wonder, and I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind at the wall.
Nice.
Very good.
Because I think that is a strong enough. What's it called? I think that's a strong enough. It's a strong win, so hopefully that's enough. Oh, I accidentally just what's it called? Left roll 20. Sorry, keep going.
I love the idea of this going horribly wrong, and you just end up blasting wind that causes the acid to just land on everyone else.
Like blow up in your face.
You shatter the second layer of the wall. And now there's the third layer, the yellow one, which gives lightning damage.
And does Cyril know what to do for that, or do I roll another Arcana?
Roll another Arcana.
16.
He has no idea what to do for that one. He doesn't remember.
Guys, I don't know my colors that well. We got through 2 layers. What's the third layer do? Vokar, do you have any idea? I just used wind.
Can we all roll Arcana checks
Sure.
at this point to see if we
Of course.
know what's going on?
Yeah, by all means.
Mitch has no clue.
I think Drezov might have an idea.
Drazov, you think he needs to do force damage, but everything comes out of your mouth is
Yeah, so Drezov is gonna say,
Alright, that's a start. That's a start, Drazov. Now the second step is, we're gonna need words. Well, keep at it. I'll think. And that was my action. As a bonus action, I'm gonna Misty Step away, because I don't want to keep getting hit by this wall. And I'm gonna Misty Step over into here. So I'm not touching the wall, I'm off the ground, so I'm in this nice little corner.
very good. What is your altitude?
Can I 5 feet off the ground instead of 10?
Yes.
Alright, I'll be 5 feet off the ground then, as Cyril thinks of what to do next. As he's trying to remember his prismatic wall alpha colors. I'll end my turn there.
Alright. And with that, it's now the turn of another one of these creatures. And it will attack Drazov. As just jumps into the air. And it tries to attack you 3 times, Drazov. All 3
and
hit.
he's still does not have reactions, right?
He still not have reactions because the other runic shield guardian stunned you as well.
Right. Okay.
And you pass or you fail the last one.
The last one, what?
The last con save for that. Let me go back. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I failed that because it was a 9.
It was a 9. You failed. All right. So the creature continues to attack you, but it doesn't even tickle. And although it does push you against the wall, and you got to do another con save.
It's time for lightning damage.
Yes. That's good news. You have resistance to lightning damage. All right, you fail and you take 15.
I mean, I failed the thing. But yeah.
15 points of lightning damage.
Oh man.
You are in ooze form,
Death
so
5,000 cuts over here.
yeah, you are in ooze form. So if it wasn't for the prismatic wall, you wouldn't be taking any damage of at all. All right, and you're just floating in the air like a little misshaped bubble. And that's the end of this creature's turn. It lands back on the ground. Midge, what would you like to do?
So, bonus action, she's going to take her 30-foot. Or wait, hold on. How do I throw these? A 10-foot cube for 1 minute. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep that. I thought it was 30 feet. Let's see. Can I touch this guy next to me? Is he still
you are 10
protected?
feet up in the air. Still protected.
I don't know.
It's a wall of force,
Okay.
guys. There is a little slit on the back, and they're
Yeah.
not protected on their feet.
Okay.
So I
Trying to
guess
see
that's
what-
the Achilles model.
It is the Achilles
model. Yeah, that's funny.
And Landro, the creature that looks like a war elemental, turns to you and says, "Just give me one of your secrets. A good one." And you gotta roll a
Talking
wisdom
to
7.
Midge
Yeah, you're grappled. Roll a wisdom 17.
on my turn.
Yeah, because
Oh.
you start your turn. Grappled by this
I
creature.
will use my inspiration.
Alright.
There we go, 28.
No, not from me.
You will defend this? Why would you just not share knowledge? All I want is to get to know the world.
And so she gets 1 action, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
One action or a bonus action? Not both.
Yeah. I'm just looking to see what level to cast this at. All right. Not 4th. 10-foot. Circle. Wait, is it radius? Hold on, sorry. 10.
Oh yeah.
10-foot radius, so that's 20-foot diameter. All right. Oh no, so 20 feet. 10-foot radius would be like there.
Alright. What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna cast confusion right there.
Very good.
So
Catching Drazov as well.
is
And
it people
Volkar.
is it? Oh, centered on. Oh, okay. I thought it was. Oh, I thought it's creatures I choose. All right, then we're gonna do. Then we'll do that.
Alright.
So it gets those 4 there.
Alright.
And that is. Let me go ahead and cast it. This is at fifth level, so I'm upcasting it once. Wisdom 19 save for those 4. And that'll be my action.
I think that also catches the giant brain.
The giant brain's protected by prismatic wall.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, that gave me a great idea when you said that. Oh man.
And all 4 of them failed. They're all
right.
confused.
Sweet.
What do you say to them, Midge? Oh, and by the way, Midge, That has a verbal component.
Yep, I am an arch druid, so I ignore verbal components
Very
when I
good.
cast my spells.
But what would you like to say to them? Well, that would make anyone confused.
Yeah,
What else would you like to do, Midge?
that's all I can do because I have 0. So what rolls do I make here to at the end of my turn?
It ends at the end of the creature's next turn, and it's the creature at initiative 3. Where did the initiative go here? Ah, here it is.
Oh, I thought there was something that you said at the end of my turn I can roll to get my reactions back. I thought that's what you said.
Oh, if you manage to get your reactions back, I was assuming you could potentially cast Greater Restoration on you or something like that.
Oh, I don't have that spell available. Mitch doesn't restore things. Are you kidding me?
Well, when you are not immune to stun, it's quite a useful spell to have.
Yeah. That's not Midge's way. So there's nothing else I can do, right? Because that's my action.
Yeah.
And I have a 0 movement because I'm grappled. Can I try and get out of the grapple? Or is that an action? Or a bonus action?
No. In my games, you can get out of grapple with half of your movement, but because you are stunned, your movement is 0.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. All right, well, then I guess if there's nothing else I can do, then that completes my turn.
All right. And that guy is confused. Let me put the
So,
confusion
roll D10?
spell there. Yeah. Let me put the
So,
confusion
whichever guy-
spell there for the audience.
All right. I can post it. Do you want me to do that?
If you can, please.
Yes, I got it.
Let's roll a d10 for him. And with a 3, the creature doesn't move or take actions this turn. Very good.
There we go.
Next one.
Is this guy in it also? Do you want me to roll a d10?
Yes. My throat is tickling me.
6.
right. 6.
He doesn't move or take an action.
Excellent. The next one has to do use all its movement and in a random direction determined by a d8 and assign a direction and doesn't take an action this turn. So it just goes towards this wall and does nothing. Just faces the
this is
wall at one of those broken toys.
It is concentration for me, so I just put a yellow thing.
All right.
Just so you know.
Thanks. And with that, it's now Lundra's turn, and it's still grappling you, Midge. So roll a Wisdom 17, as the creature is going to attempt to steal one of the secrets from your mind.
No.
And
But all you hear is
how is your mind so difficult to penetrate? And he gets frustrated and he shoves you against the prismatic wall.
It's all the mushrooms.
is her answer.
You get inspiration for that answer. You're gonna roll a con save 17 to avoid 39 points of lightning damage.
Nope.
All right.
So I take half of that, which is
20.
20.
And you're gonna roll a concentration check, DC 10. Very good. All right. And that was the slam attack. And it's now the turn of that bot, who is going to take...
Well, hold on. Am I out of the does any condition end for me?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. I'm trying. I'm trying to get out of this stuff.
You got this.
That's exactly why I've rewritten stun, because otherwise it's just a very broken condition. Doesn't give the players any fun. All right. So that one takes damage. It attempts to attack Volkar, and again, it does nothing to Volkar. One of them is confused, and that confused one gotta roll a d10. Actually, I could just roll like this. Much better. Yeah. There you go. A creature doesn't move or
I
take
like
action.
that 3 better than that 10, so I'm happy.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna roll like that now because much easier. By the way,
Yeah, and it gives behavior.
Drazov, you use your Cyril, you use the Wand of Wonder, right?
Yes.
That reminds me. That does something, doesn't it? Isn't that a wonderful?
Oh yeah, I gotta roll a D100, don't I?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Oh boy. 70.
On a 70, you cast Fireball.
Do I choose where? At least.
No.
Wait, why is the door closed? Is it gonna explode on myself?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Isn't the Wand of Wonder fun?
Well, at least get to roll a deck save.
Well, you can, but it's a 20-foot radius. Isn't it gonna catch everybody in the room?
DC 15.
You were here when you cast it, so 20-foot radius. It would. Oh boy, it's gonna catch everybody. And Drazov and Midge automatically fail. Roll the damage for us.
What is that like? Remind me. That's 60. Oh no, that's 86. All right. So people do a Dex 15 save. Otherwise, you're gonna take 33 fire damage.
Well, Midge.
So Midge automatically fails.
Yes, 33 points of fire damage. Drazov automatically fails. 33 points of fire damage. You already applied, Drazov.
What now? Yeah, I already.
Okay. What is your HP now at this point? Your current
I'm
HP?
at 27 hit
Alright.
points.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. Drazov is not doing well.
With that, the my halo of spores disappears.
Can I?
Okay.
What's it called? Use an inspiration.
And Volka got an inspiration for passing that dex save and taking 17 points.
I still fail after inspiration.
Oh boy. And you take 33 points as well, Cyril. Okay. Now let's see every other creature in the room.
I mean, this could be epic if all these guys fail.
Well,
Yes, indeed. Yeah, but they can't, because there's this lit on their back and this is a fireball, they are not protected from that AoE. What was the DC of the Wand of Wonder?
15 Dex.
Okay. Two of them rolled nat 20s. A third one passed. Everybody else failed. And they all took a bunch of damage from that massive fireball. Very good. And with that, Drazov, what would you like to do?
Well, is Drazov still, not restrained, what's the term?
Stunned.
Stunned, yeah.
Yes, until we get to the 3 in the initiative there, you both are still stunned.
I
Okay,
passed mine last time. That's weird. Okay.
You've passed your check the
Yeah.
last time? It was a 17. I
Yeah.
think I saw a 16 there. Let me go back there.
Oh, you got like a 27 wisdom save.
Oh no, Midge, you're right.
Yeah.
You've passed, so your stun is gone, Midge, now.
Okay. That would have
Um,
made kind of a big difference on my turn, but it's fine. We can move on.
On your turn, you would still be stunned. Because the creature
Oh,
that
okay.
stunned you before acts after Drazov.
Okay.
But Drazov is still got another like round of being stunned, right?
Yeah, until the initiative tree for you, Drazov.
Okay. All right. Well, then, so he can either take an action or a bonus action, but not both.
Yes.
And he can't move anywhere.
Yeah.
He can't take a move action, right? Okay, gotcha.
He can miss the step.
Well, right, yeah. But that's a bonus action, which gonna use up one of those action/move actions, which might be the smartest thing for him to do right now, because he is in rough shape. I think he's gonna drink a potion of supreme healing.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, because he is.
He is a blob
He is
right now. A blob of acid.
Oh, right. I forgot that he was very, very fluid at the moment. So what he's gonna do instead, then, because he likes to live dangerously, he is gonna cast a spell. And the spell he's gonna cast is, of course, gonna be Summon Greater Demon at 5th level.
Because it has a verbal component, and you can only speak falteringly, you try to cast a spell, but you're unable to.
Right. Should have seen that one coming. Okay. Well, since I already said that he was going to do that, and he failed to do that,
It doesn't consume
that's
your
his
action
turn.
or your spell slot
No.
because you
okay.
couldn't cast.
All right. Okay, that.
It's like you try to cast, and do I have the materials? Do I have the somatics? Yes. Now I need to say the words. Oh, god damn it.
Right. Dude, all his things have. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and Misty Step away from the wall that keeps hurting him.
Okay.
Just gonna Misty Step into this corner over here.
All right. Very good. And with that, this creature is going to continue to attack with non-magical attacks that do nothing to you guys, and take 17 points of necrotic damage from the Avatar of Death flying around Volkar from his spirit shroud. And the same for this other creature. Poor constructs. Another 11 points. And it's now Volkar's turn. And he says, "Hey, Midge! Are you okay there? Do you need me to make your body work again?"
I'm fine, aren't I? I'm asking this like,
No, I think I'm okay.
Okay. Oh, I guess I'm gonna help Drazov then. And
Yeah, because she's had 80 temporary hit points that just now got burned through. So I think she's doing okay. Yeah.
all right, very good. And he is going to cast life transfer. All right, so
Wait, does he need line of sight to Drazol in order to cast that?
yeah, he does have
Well-
line of sight. You're 10 feet up in the air, and he is 10 feet up in the air as well.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a wall there because it's blocking my.
Am I?
line of
Oh
sight to the
no,
rest
there
of
is
the
a
room.
wall there. You were right. Never mind.
Yeah.
He will have to. Yeah, he will have to tell. You have to. If he wants to help you, he'll have to
I
miss
probably
the step
shouldn't
somewhere.
have pointed that out as it negatively affects
No, thanks for pointing that
my
out.
character, but
Thanks for pointing that out. That was because I have the DM view and there was a tricky one. Okay, that's very simple. He will teleport here using as a reaction his Eldritch Staff. He'll teleport all the way over here, and he will be about 20 feet up in the air so he can see everybody. And then Drazov and all these creatures here are going to now take 3d8 points. 7 points of necrotic damage. This one...
I'm taking 7 points of damage.
no, just the enemies. The avatar of...
Okay.
And then he will give it to you. He will take 19 points of necrotic damage with life transfer, and you heal for 38.
Oh, nice.
Quite literally giving my blood here to save your ass. How about you start doing something, huh? Pull your own weight, Drazov.
Yes,
Volkar is quite demanding. And and with that, it's now this creature's turn, the one that stunned you before. And since you are close to the wall, it's now going to attempt to electrocute you. And you gotta do a DC 17 dex save to avoid 20 points of lightning damage. That's you, Drazov.
Wait. Oh, sorry. Alright. That was a dex save?
Oh, that's you automatically fail. Never mind. 20 points of lightning damage that become 10 points of lightning damage on you because of resistance. And you can't take reactions, but because this creature ends its turn, you're no longer stunned. You are still in your blob-like form. You're no longer stunned, and you can't take reactions. But besides that, I guess you're back to the action, or maybe. Cyril, what would you like to do?
Is this door closed, or can I open this?
Yeah, you can definitely open. That door is not closed.
Okay, I was like scared. I'm like, where am I?
All
Cyril
right.
just had a genius idea that it's a prismatic world and he can see it, which
Yeah.
means I can't use spells, but I can use weapons. So as a bonus action, Cyril's going to use 2 of his sorcery points to quicken spell haste as a bonus action,
Very good.
which will raise his AC up to 20, double his speed to 40, AC to 20. And then he's going, as a free action, take out the Javelin of Backbiting.
That's a
That's
fun
this-
one.
Oh, please don't bite me in the ass with this one. And what he's going to do is he's going to attack with it by throwing it into there. because melee weapons are not affected by the prismatic wall, and I've destroyed a couple layers of it. Do you want me to roll the attack, or is there...
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Legend's like, he got me.
Wait, it's really a +2? What is this? Alright. Does a natural 20 hit?
It definitely does.
Oh,
You get inspiration out of that.
I get my inspiration back. Alright. Which I rolled the damage twice. So the first one did 8 points, but let me re-roll it again. And then another 8. Max damage. 16 points of magical piercing. As... I'm hoping this worked, guys. And if it does work, since it's a javelin of backbiting, whether it hits or misses, it returns back to my hand immediately. But I just want to know, role-playing wise, if something worked when I did that.
Alright, what were you trying to hit?
I was trying to hit the brain itself. Like, as I take it, thinking that if spells can't work, I can throw weapons into it. And I want to, like, damage it and break this brain. Like, I want to... He's just testing the water, so he's just throwing it inside the spear itself, at the brain.
Alright. And it hits the brain, goes back to you, but nothing happens. The brain doesn't really move, just stays there in place like hitting an object.
And no one reacted, and, like, I didn't hear any like, shuffle. Alright. Then, with my haste action, I'm gonna do it again.
Alright.
I'll just throw it back in there. Does a 16 hit?
A 16... It does.
Alright, and they'll just do 6 points of magical piercing. And I throw it at the same spot as I hit before, and the javelin comes back into my hand. Alright, that was my haste action, my regular action, bonus action. What else can I do? Nope, that's it. That's all that s1e can do. I end my turn.
Alright. Give me 1 second.
What do you think, guys? You
Alright.
think I'm on to something?
I don't know. I'm gonna ask to do a roll since I'm literally right next to it when it's my turn.
Alright.
Well, I finished.
And s1e, was that the end of your turn?
Actually, can Midge do like a perception to see if she saw any type of reaction when that hit her? When that hit the brain?
No, the brain is not a creature.
Okay.
So there's no reaction. All you see is that it hit, it made a little noise,
Okay.
and then it came back.
Alright.
Alright,
Fair enough.
that ends my
That's
turn.
a fair description.
All right, and for the confusion, let's see what Crunch does. The creature can act and move normally. All right, so this turn
Ooh.
is going to first going to take 3d8 points of necrotic damage, and then is going to fly to attack Volcar, which will give Volcar no damage. And but the creature doesn't realize that, and then it ends its turn as it comes back to the ground. Midge, what would you like to do?
Yes. So, let's see.
Oh yeah. Besides, of course, your con save.
Why am I doing a con save? Oh, because I got it. Never mind. I know why. 13.
That's not enough, and you
I
take...
will use my inspiration.
Okay.
No, that's even worse. All right. So what
17
happens?
points of lightning damage. Already
Alright, so I
accounted
take 9.
No, 17 is already accounted for resistance.
Oh, 17. So I take 17 total.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So I'm at 174. Is that correct? Yep. Okay.
All right. And roll concentration, by the way.
All right. $12. Should be enough.
Yeah.
Right? It's
Yeah.
yeah.
It's half of the
is enough.
damage. Yeah.
Half of the total. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. She knows how to protect herself, so she's going to call upon the spores within her again, and you recast symbiotic entity, because now that at level 20 she can do this wild shape as many times. So
Okay.
that gives her that gives her 80 temporary hit points. Oh wait, hold on. Let me double check. Let me see if there's a limit to how many times No, there shouldn't be.
No, you can spam that. That's what I did when I was a druid.
Yeah, I can spam it. Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead and add in 80 on her token, so she gets 80 temporary hit points back. Her spore, so 174 plus 80 is 254. You want me to do that? Okay. All right. So that's her action. Her bonus action, she is going to. Let's do. Oh, did you just move those closer for me? Because you just helped me.
No, they were inside the wall. I just moved them out of the wall.
All right, so then she's going to. Let's make that linger, or if you want to copy that, it's a 5-foot. A 5-foot cube. She's going to throw her spores right there.
Okay.
It's a 10-foot cube, so that would be correct, right? 5 feet across.
Yeah.
5 feet is half of it.
There you go.
Yep. And so the aura around her is gone, and those are her. Yeah. So that's her bonus action. And then I have half of her movement to get out of this grapple. I don't need to do a strength check or anything.
Half of a movement, and you have to pass the check.
Okay.
So DC 14
get out of the
strength
grapple.
check. Yes.
A strength check. Oh, that's great. Yeah, have a -1 modifier. All right, so we're gonna try that.
It's a 14.
Yep. Nope. She's just hanging out.
All right. And that reminds me, you gotta do a wisdom save 17.
I did that at the beginning of my turn.
You did? Okay. To prevent him from
Did.
stealing your secrets.
Yeah, you had me do a wisdom at the beginning of the turn, and then you had me do a concentration check. Is there another one I need to do?
Okay.
Which
okay.
one gave me the lightning damage?
That was a con save for prismatic wall. Now is a wisdom
Okay.
save to prevent the creature from stealing your secrets.
Got it. Let's do this one then.
All right.
That is a 19.
That passes.
Okay.
Not taking your secrets yet.
No!
I think that will. Yes, that will complete my turn because I can't move.
All right. So that creature is confused still. Doesn't do anything this turn. Next one is also confused. Use its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature.
Within its reach, so it's just the guy one next to him, right? Or is it?
Yes, it's just the guy next to him. All right. There are two actually, so I'm gonna roll. There are two within reach. The one to the bottom, and it will make a melee attack. Oh, it's a concussion projectile. You gotta do a DC 17 con saving throw. Which passes. And the other bot.
Oh,
and they take 12 points of thunder damage. And that's it. That's the end of that one. And there's another one here near Volcar. He's gonna release a concussion missile on Volcar. And he has to do a DC 17 con saving throw. Which he failed. No, but he has advantage on this. Still failed. Alright, so Volcar becomes stunned. And he takes 20 points of thunder damage. And Midge, you understand, you better come here and cast Greater Restoration on me.
I don't have that spell!
Because he thinks you do. Alright.
Do I look like someone who restores things?
And it's now the turn of Landra again, and he's gonna try to steal one of your secrets.
Yeah,
Roll a wisdom
again.
17.
Wisdom save.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't know why I'm so nervous about this one. All the other ones I've been confident about, but this one makes me nervous. Nope, still good. No. Come on, play the song for me. Play the song for me.
Okay. Just because. But you gotta
Because
sing
she
as
said-
Midge. You gotta sing as Midge.
Oh, absolutely.
You gotta sing along as Midge.
Yeah, I can.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
No. I don't think so.
No. It's never, ever, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't know. Maybe someday that can go away. Maybe someday.
Oh, I wish Creek was here to watch this.
You get inspiration out of that, Midge, because that was well deserved. This creature has been almost 5-6 rounds now trying to steal secrets from you, and he can't. He simply can't steal a secret from you. Unbelievable. All right, so since he can't steal a secret from you, you gotta roll a con 14 for me now.
Okay. That's a 13. I'll use that inspiration I just got. That's a 19. 22.
Very good. And you notice it's the wrap it has around your body starts to freeze, and this creature reduces your speed by 20 feet to the end of the next turn.
It's okay, I can't move anyway.
And okay, and with that is now the time for that robot to take another 3d8 points of damage.
Which one is this? Is it within my spores? My spore
yes,
cube?
it is. Yes,
All right, so it takes 2d10 necrotic.
this one. 2d10
I can't
necrotic.
see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. It's 17.
Okay, and that construct is destroyed by your spores. all you notice is that the creature tries to move and he can't do anything. And there's another one. You can roll
Alright.
again, Midge.
2d10. That's 12.
All right. So you and Volkar together giving 22 points of necrotic damage in this creature. And it's confused. Still haven't passed his wisdom save. And doesn't take actions this turn. All right. Drazov, what would you like to do?
All right. So he's no longer restricted like in his movements and actions, right?
Correct.
Okay. And he can actually like speak again, right?
Yes.
All right. Then he is going to do what he was trying to do earlier, and that is cast Summon Greater Demon at 5th level. Yeah. And since he's all out of, fresh humanoid blood, he's just going to be using his spell book as a spell focus and casting it without the protection of a blood circle. And he's going to chant tiresome glabrazu, rise from the depths and carve my enemies in two. And he's gonna summon gonna put that image there, but he's actually summoning a reduced threat glabrazu, and he's gonna be summoning it right about there, which is like the only open spot that he can see on the map.
Show me again. Where do you cast it?
Right about there.
Very good. Roll 20 is loading. Where are you putting on top of the prismatic wall?
I was more thinking like kind of right in there, but I mean, because that's like the only open spot that I can see, like that I have line of sight to.
30 feet up in the air.
He's what now?
He needs to be about 30 feet up in the air in order to fit in there.
Yeah, that works for me.
All right. He's floating 30 feet high.
I mean, I can only see like a sliver of the current marker from where I'm at, but you know what? As long as he's within range of some of the things that I need him to be hitting, that's great for me. And as soon as he appears, I'm gonna say, you weird lobster creature, just go chopping at anything that you have access to. You know, just chop away. Just kill all of my foes. And that is the command that he is giving as it is brought
Very good.
into this world. Oh, and I guess I need to roll for initiative.
Yes, absolutely you do.
Boop. Oh, nice. 20.
Very good.
And let let me see if I can get anything else.
Please refresh your character sheet. You should see the reduced threat Glabrezu options there. All right. What else would you like to do, Drazov?
I am just taking a look here.
And are you still in blob form?
Well, it's not so much blob form as it is that, like, for a full minute after he casts that, he is able to, like, he has, ooze-like qualities.
Oh, see. Okay.
So, like, it's not so much that he is an ooze, as it is, because, like, there are no restrictions on, like, what kinds of things he can do while he's in that state.
All right.
It's just that he gets some extra benefits for that minute. So, yeah.
Okay. And,
But I think that's pretty much all he's gonna do for this turn, because he's kind of boxed into that corner there, and even warping his way through, he's still gonna be in a bad spot. So, yeah.
all right. And with that, is now the time for this creature to take a roll your 2d10s, Midge.
Okay.
As I roll my 3d8s. That's 15 plus.
Three.
All right. And this creature is under the same the same condition it was before. It's trying to attack someone that doesn't take any damage from non-magical slashing weapons, but the creature doesn't realize. Next one to take damage. Go ahead, Midge, and roll your 2d10s.
11.
All right. And 16. Okay. And Volkar is stunned, but I think Volkar has greater restoration. After all, he is a cleric. Yes, he does. And he casts on himself to get rid of his stun. And that's the end of his turn.
How does he can he ignore verbal components as well? I'm just asking.
Yeah, good point. He can. Yeah, he can. He has set a spell.
Cool. Nice.
All right, and with that, that's the end of his turn, and it's now the turn of that guardian that is trying to. Let's see if he recharges. He does. He's going to electrocute you again, Drazov.
Me again?
Yes.
Oh, goody. Do I get a save against that?
Yes, DC 17.
What kind of...
DC 17 deck save against 13 points
okay.
of lightning damage. I don't know how you're going to survive that. 13 points of lightning damage, that becomes 7 on you.
Yeah.
All right. And all right. And before we start the next turn, let's wrap up this session here, as we'll conclude this combat in next week.
Nice.
Okay.